Today we're going to be doing a unit review on this free-to-play LR Demon King Piccolo. I kind of fell off of my unit reviews because I think the reason was that I was focusing primarily on custom cards. But don't worry, I'm not going to completely banish custom cards into the Shadow Realm. We're going to continue to talk about custom cards. I just got to figure out a video schedule, which I did create a little notepad right over here, and we're going to go ahead and get my video schedule completely right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the LR free-to-play Demon King Piccolo. Comment right below here that you guys see it told me to do more unit reviews. He's right. I ain't gonna lie. I really do got to get back on my unit reviews. So, with that being said, stick around to the end of the video. I want to show you guys my little unit review, like grafting. I'm pretty sure it's updated. Bro, oh my god, I got so many cards to talk about. All right, back on topic. So, Demon King's Great Wish, Demon King Piccolo Elder. His leader skill is Demonic Power, 3 key, and 80% across the board. And his 12 key, he gets 50% attack for one turn. And his 18 key, he gets 50% attack and defense for one turn. So you, of course, want to go for his 18 key super for his defensive buff for that one turn, obviously. And his passive, he gives extreme class allies 50% attack and defense, as well as him getting 10% attack and defense for characters who belong to the demonic power category. And he gets 1 key per key super obtained, which is obviously very nice because he really wants to hit his 18 key super so he can get that 50% attack and defense for that one turn. And when he's attacking, he gets 100% attack and defense. Nice, so he gets an attack and defensive buff from his 18 key super to his passive. And he gets 20% attack and defense up to 100% when attacking per demonic power category ally or extreme class ally on the team, depending on which has more members. And when allies attacking in the same turn are demonic power category characters, or when all allies are extreme class, he guards just outright. And as the third attacker in a turn, he gets a 50% chance to dodge. Now, there's a couple things about this guy. This guy wants demonic power slash extreme class characters so he can get these buffs like this guard that he gets for him having those specific characters attacking his same turn, as well as the stats, of course, when he's attacking. So you can get up to 200% attack and defense when attacking when you are A, attacking, of course, and when B, you do have those specific characters attacking the same turn. So he pretty much just wants to have those demonic powers slash extreme class characters so he can get those stats when attacking, as well as him being able to get that guard. He does have that dodge when he's inside the third slot, so you could just go ahead and that's just an option, just in case you are going up against a specific boss that this character has to be pushed off rotation for. But the one nice thing I like about this card is the fact that he is on demonic power. And you guys know who's on demonic power, right? It is our guy Glorio. And I think that running double Glorio over double Slug is not really a bad idea, of course, but you can go either which way because he's on both of those 200% leader skills, and those are easily going to be his best 200% because he's going to be getting those stats as well as that guard for him having those demonic power characters. But yeah, these are all of his 200% leader skills. Usually I save it to the end of the video for these unit reviews to showcase how many 200% leader skills his character's on. But he is on, what's that? That's 11 200% leader skills. And the only 200% leader skills you're going to be primarily running him on is slugs and Glorios because, of course, he wants to be on demonic power. You could do a full extreme class team for this guy, but a full extreme class led like 200% leader skill for this guy. Like, I guess, for example, you could go ahead and throw him on Int Fat Boost 200%. I guess you could throw him on Haruta Goats. I mean, these are 200% that you could still go ahead and run, but I mean, it's not it's not likely that you're going to use these guys as leaders, right? And he's also on Namek Vegeta's 200% leader. Excuse me. Scouter Vegeta's 200% leader skill. Okay. Anyways, back on over to this guy. So the best thing about this guy inside his base is the fact that he can get guard with a 50% chance to dodge inside the third slot. Granted, the guard is restricted to you having those demonic power characters, of course, attacking the same turn. And the dodge is for him being inside the third slot. He does get a basically up to 200% attack and defense when attacking. Granted, it's restricted, but he is a support type unit. He is getting keeper keys are obtained. He is getting stronger for you having specific characters on the team, right? Yeah, he's getting stronger for having those specific characters on the team. He is getting up to 200% attack and defense. So pretty much, he's a support type unit that gets an attack and defensive buff from his passive to his 18 key super attack effect, that being 200% attack and defense when attacking, and him being able to have that guard with that 30% chance to dodge inside the third slot is obviously good. Certainly. But the thing is about this card is that you want to get him on over to the DKP side of things so he can be a much more powerful card, obviously, right? Because he does have the standby mode, which is coming up. Okay, so his standby stands by for 4 turns, during which 7 Dragon Balls appear and charge count increases by 1 per Dragon Ball obtained by allies. Can be activated when all allies attack in the same turn demonic power, so you pretty much just want a full demonic power team. Starting from the 3rd turn from start of battle, when all allies are extreme class, starting from the 3rd turn from start of battle. So yeah, just demonic power or a full extreme class led 200% leader skill, just so this guy can go ahead and activate these stats. But more than likely, you want the demonic power characters, because for this part of his passive right over here, he gets stronger for having those demonic power category characters just pretty much around. Okay, let's go ahead and get on over. Oh, I forgot to read the rest of it. And or starting from the 5th turn from start of battle, but of course 5th turn is pretty much that's something you don't want. 3rd turn is just so much more better because he wants to get into a standby as soon as possible. And his link set: Demonic Ways, Revival, The Credible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Nightmare, Shattering the Limit, Legendary Power. And his categories, I'll just go ahead and read them off: Resurrected Warriors, Namekians, Full Power, Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, DB Saga, Terrifying Conquerors, Gifted Warriors, Story Figures, Legendary Existence, Sworn Enemies, Accelerated Battle, Worldwide Chaos, Battle of Fate, Power Wishes, Demonic Power, and Successors. Okay, so we move on over to his standby. His super attack effects pretty much stay the same, and the only things that change about this card is that he, of course, gets to finish attack effect things, as well as him getting a different passive. So Demon King on the front line. His passive, now he gives less support. He gives extreme class allies 40% attack and defense from his 50% attack and defense side of his base. He also gets 20% attack and defense for characters who belong to the demonic power category. And he, of course, is still 1 keeper keys to obtain. So pretty much the only thing that changed from that part of his kit is the fact that he is getting more stats for demonic power characters being on the team, and he's giving less support, that being he's getting his support cut from 50% to 40%, and he's getting his stats for you having the demonic power characters on the team from 10% up to 20%, and he still keeps the 1 keeper keys to obtain. He still gets 100% attack and defense when attacking, obviously nice, and when you get 6 or more key spheres obtained, he gets 100% attack and defense for 3 turns, obviously very nice, and he gets more stats for you having the demonic power characters or the extreme class allies on the team, of course, depending on who's more. This goes from 100% attack and defense up to 150% attack and defense right over here in the base, just to go ahead and showcase this right over here. And going back on over to the card. When all allies attacking the same turn are demonic power category characters, or when all allies are extreme class, he guards still. And he is now a double orb changer, going from int to AGL, as well as being a rainbow orb changer too. So he's a double orb changer, one being randomly to rainbow key spheres, excluding int and AGL, of course, and one being from int to AGL. This is very, very good because it directly supports this guy being able to get this 100% attack and defense for 3 turns. And he also gets a 50% chance to dodge as the 2nd or 3rd attacker in a turn. Of course, this guy is going to be a slot 2/slot 3 unit, so this is obviously very, very helpful. He just becomes a double orb changer that directly supports his multi-turn attack and defensive buff when he gets those 6 or more key spheres. He does get 10% less support, but he gets more stats for just having those demonic power characters on a team. His standby is very solid. I would say so. Him getting that dodge inside that 2nd slot when he goes into his standby is very, very good. Also, I gotta mention, as a sidebar, this card is pretty much getting the little Dragon Ball on the field mechanic, just like the STR, SSJ Gohan, of course, the family Kamehameha Gohan. Just a little bit of a reference, obviously. And his finish attack, destruction bought by the Demon King himself, raises attack by 100% temporarily per charge count and causes ultimate damage to enemy. Can be activated when charge count is 6 or less. And the finish attack, Power of Youth, restores youth and becomes Demon King Piccolo, which of course this is the one you want. Can be activated when charge count is 7 once only. So you want to collect those 7 Dragon Balls so you get into the youth DKP. So let's go ahead and talk about what's good about this guy's card. He is getting that multi-turn attack defensive buff when you get those 6 or more key spheres, which are directly supported by this character being a double orb changer, one being to rainbow key spheres and one being to AGL from int. he does get a 50% chance to dodge inside the second slot where he's going to be sitting with that guard. And that is pretty much that. Yeah. I mean, it's should go without being said that this guy getting these free stats for you having those demonic power characters slash extreme class characters on the team, and him getting the free stats from having the demonic power characters on the team, which of course you're gonna want to run the predominantly demonic power characters, is obviously very nice. Pretty much, this guy just gets more stats for you having those specific category slash class characters just on the team. While of course the attack and defensive buff from his passive to his 18 key super attack fix. So not really too much change, but he definitely got some stuff that helped him out, obviously, right? Like that 50% chance to dodge inside the second slot when he's inside a standby. So with that being said, let's go on over to Demon King Piccolo. All right, so the things that change about this guy's card, so he keeps the same 12 key all throughout his parts of his cards, and his 18 key super does change. So I mean the name changes. Okay, the name changes. Excuse me. So the Mako Sen still 50% attack for 1 turn, and his 18 key, that being the super explosive breath cannon, where he just destroys Shenron. The passive, Demon King surprise attack. Yeah, pretty much what I just said. Okay, so yeah, his 18 key, the super explosive breath cannon, he gets 100% attack and defense 1 turn. Obviously, very very nice. And his start of turn attack and defense above. I just realized something. So wow, he actually, yeah, he starts out with 150% attack and defense, and that's no restriction buff to a category. So actually, we'll go ahead and talk about that when we're done talking about the card. Okay, so he starts out with 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, and he now gives 10% less support. He gives extreme class allies 30% attack and defense, and he gets 30% attack and defense for characters who belong to the demonic power category. So of course you want the full demonic power team, like I've already been saying. And he gets 1 keeper keys obtained, so you kept that all throughout his card. He gets unrestricted guard, and he gets unrestricted orb changing. So now it's not locked to you having those demonic power slash extreme class characters on the team. Yes, so he's a double orb changer from int to AGL, as well as just him being a unrestricted rainbow orb changer, and he has now unrestricted 50% chance to dodge. He gets 150% attack defense when attacking, and of course he builds up. Well, he doesn't really build up. He gets that 40% attack defense up to 200% per demonic power slash extreme class character on the team. So that went from 100 in his base to 150 to 200. Wow, that's very nice. And when there is a super class enemy, he does a guaranteed crit, and he gives extreme class allies a 66% chance to crit with 6 or more keysters on team. Wow. Okay. I know this is a little bit too much to ask, but if he was able to give extreme class allies, I don't know, like 7% damage reduction, is that too much to ask? With those 6 keysters obtained, or maybe just 6% damage reduction because it matches the 6, that would be very nice. I'm just saying. That would be very nice. So does his links change when he's in a standby? It doesn't. He has no links that changes when he goes into a standby. He has no links change when he goes into his youth form. Okay. So I mean, what's good about this guy is the fact that he gets 100. He gets a very strong 18 key super attack effect when he gets to this youth form. A good majority of the things that he has that were restricted in his standby and his base is now unrestricted, like the orb changing, for example, being locked behind you having to have the specific category character slash the class character attack in the same turn is just unrestricted. But the only thing is that it doesn't really matter because you're going to be running those characters to have that be fulfilled anyways. So of course, the good things about this card is the fact that this card is supporting. He's giving extreme class allies 30% attack and defense, as well as a 66% chance to crit when he does get those 6 or more key spheres. But that's granted you going against a super class enemy, no? So yeah, he is supporting. He is a double orb changer. He is guarding. He has keeper keys to obtain for him to hit that 18 key super attack threshold. He does have a 50% chance to dodge in every slot, just no matter what. He gets an attack and defensive buff from his passive to his super attack effects. Well, granted, that being only his 18 key super. And he does build up his stats to a much higher level from 40% attack defense up to 200% if you have no specific characters on the team. So more often than not, you want to have a full demonic power team, and that's all. You want a full demonic power team because his entire kit, going from his base, going straight into his standby, going to his his youth form. I couldn't think of the word. Is just required for you to have a demonic power team. I mean, stream class, sure. If you don't have a demonic power leader, like sure, you can go ahead and run like, I don't know, let's see his 200% leader skills. I looked over you, but like you're only good for the earlier parts of the fight, obviously because your damage reduction wears off. Other than that, it's like Fat Boo and then like Haruta Goat. Sure, you can go ahead and run either of these guys, but it has to be like a full stream class team. But you will be missing out on what's that? On some of his stats buffs that he gets for you having demonic power characters on the team. The guy's good. I think he looks good. The only thing is, like, man, DKP. I was watching a truth video recently, and it's crazy. DKP doesn't have a Dokkan event. Why? I feel as if though this guy needs like he needs a very strong, like, he needs a very strong slot 1 Dokkan Fest Demon King Piccolo youth. I feel like this guy deserves a super strong Dokkan Fest. 10,000%. He has been getting a little bit disrespected. It's like he's just been getting like, he has 2 free-to-play LRs. The fucker, he has 2 free-to-play LRs. And you know the funny thing is about this card is that his best linking partner is himself. Yo, his best linking partner is himself, bro. So this guy, the problem is that A, his best linking partner is himself, and B, we don't have anyone real to throw him right next to. It's like, sure, you can run him right next to this guy, but the problem is that doesn't this guy, what does he need to go ahead on into his youth form? Because this guy, he needs to be in his youth form too. And no, not to mention 7 key, 76, excuse me, not 76, 67% attack, 17% defense, 5% HP recovery, and a 7% chance to crit. That's a good, decent amount of things that this guy's getting from level 10 links. What does this guy need? 7. Holy hell. 7th turn? Yeah, the problem is with this guy is that he has like no like real linking partner. That's the big problem with this guy. Other than that, he's on a real team. He's on demonic power. So he just needs a great DKP. That's the problem. He just needs a great DKP. Now, could he get that? Could he get this youth DKP going inside content? He could, but it's only for that new DB Saga Red Zone, right? It's probably just only for that. I can't think of any other hard content. If you can consider that DB Saga Red Zone hard, which is not really too tough. Other than that, I think that's going to be about it. DKP, I feel as if though he's good. It's like he's doing good things. He is supporting. He's getting. Let's go through all out of his forms. His base, he does have a good 18 key super. He does support. He does get stats for you being on the specific category, that being the demonic power characters. He does guard. He has a 50% chance to dodge inside of his base. You go into a standby, he becomes in double orb changer. He does get this multi-turn attack and defensive buff. He does have that 50% chance to dodge buffed up for him being inside the second slot, still having that guard. And then he gets into his youth form. He has that unrestricted double orb changing, 50% chance to dodge, that guard. He's good. The only issue is that he just doesn't have, he has nobody. Because 7th turn? I don't even remember that. 7th turn? Are you fucking crazy? And then this guy's no slouch. He's not that bad either. He's solid. Alright, so that's about it. It's like him being on Glorio's team is just, I don't know, that's already a plus in of itself. This is a real team. This is a real team. So, did I talk about his issues? I mean, his only issues is that A, he doesn't have a real linking partner. Turn 1, of course. It's like, we're not counting this guy if he's able to get it. If he's able to get his turn 1 transformation against the specific the category enemy like DB Saga World Tournament, it's like cool, he gets a little turn 1 transformation against these characters, but this is few or far between, no? So Issue is, I'm still gonna count it. He doesn't have a real linking partner at the start of turn. He's heavily restricted to demonic power, but I feel as if though that's not really a problem because demonic power is a real team, and I feel like that's it. This guy's solid. I feel like this guy's solid. I gotta use him a little bit more, but really, what's been putting me off from using him is the fact that he doesn't have that linking partner. So like, I don't know. So I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. Join the 24/7 Discord server. Link is down below in the description for you guys to join today. Hope it's brought back a little bit of nostalgia. We got a little 10th year free-to-play headlining LR. I think this guy is good. I think he's good. He gives me like flashes of like LR Master Roshi. No one's gonna top LR Master Roshi because LR Master Roshi was just that guy. Just day one. Like having that revive, having that support, him being able to be used in a variety of content was just obviously very nice. This guy, he is technically restricted. He's not restricted. He's not LR Master Roshi where he could be used in variety content and he's not so restricted as this guy. I mean, technically, isn't Roshi restricted by his revive? Sure, but I feel like this guy's good. I feel like this is a good free-to-play headlining LR. The only problem is that he just has nobody. Bro, all the other free-to-play headlining anniversary LRs, Jesus Christ. Like last year? Well, what was last year? Was it? It was Beerus. Beat Beerus. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next video. I absolutely love you all. Thank you for watching. And hey, we will be doing more unit reviews, like I've already said. I know I'm rambling. Didn't I say stay to the end of the video? I can't already remember like what I said. I can't remember. Yeah. Oh wow, we're already 20 minutes over. I just noticed the time. Yeah, but I'm gonna fill out my video schedule. We're gonna be getting these video ideas going. I don't remember exactly what I was gonna say at the end of the video. Yeah, I don't. Peace.